Do you need to spend a lot of money to learn a foreign language? My name's Harold Allman, and I want to talk about how much money it really costs to learn a foreign language. So the traditional way of learning a foreign language is to go to school and take classes in that foreign language. Well, when you're not in university and you're in grade school, generally the schools are free, so it doesn't cost much money to learn the language. However, you might be only attending a class in that language once or twice a week. You're probably not going to get a native speaker, and you're going to get students in that class who are being forced to take that language. So when I was in I think it was grade 7 or 8, I was in public school in Canada, and we were studying French. And I was interested in learning French. There were other people in the class, particularly some of the boys, who did not want to learn French. They hated the class. So they had a very negative attitude, and it was not a great situation having them in the classroom when the teacher was trying to teach the language. But that year was kind of exceptional because we had a teacher whose native language was French, and she was teaching the class, so it was nice to have her doing the instruction. So another way to learn, say, French or whatever language you're learning is to go to university, and if you do that, you're going to spend quite a lot of money on tuition depending on what country you're in. And in the United States in particular, tuition has become very expensive. In Canada, probably much less so. Another method that you can use to study language is to basically do it yourself, do a self-paced course and study a book like this, Lingua Latina per se illustrata, and learn from a book like this. Now, if you do that, you should probably get a book that's written completely in the foreign language. There aren't that many books like that, but the book I just showed you is one of them. There's another series by Rafael Diaz de la Cortina, and he covered, I think, 5 languages in his series of books, and they are the common Western European languages: English, French, Spanish, German, and I can't remember what the other one is. Italian. That's it. It's Italian. Those books are written completely in the foreign language. There are dual text versions available where you have the English text on the right-hand side of the page, but I would avoid those versions if you can. If you can't, there's an easy workaround. Just put a sheet of white paper over the text on the right-hand side, and then just follow the golden rule of learning a language. What's the golden rule? Don't use a vocabulary list, and don't use a dictionary to look up those foreign language words. I want you to read the text, and if you can't understand it, read it again. If you still can't understand it, wait a while and read the text again. Eventually you're going to pick up the words through the context. And these books that I just described, they start off very simple. Some of them have pictures to help you understand what the words mean, and you should be able to gradually pick up the words, and as you progress through the chapters, you'll pick up more and more of the language, and that eventually when you get to the end of the book, you'll have probably around 1,800 to 2,000 words memorized, and you'll know what they mean, and will have developed the ability to progress further in the language, because when you start reading or watching or listening to any kind of content in that foreign language, you will have developed the ability to pick up the words from their context. So the cost of doing it by yourself is very inexpensive. You just have to pay the cost of a book and maybe the cost of a set of MP3s so you can get the book in audio format. So that's probably going to cost you right now less than $100, 6 or 7 ounces of silver at this point in time. And in 500 years, okay, it's going to be a lot more dollars, but it's still probably going to be 6 or 7 ounces of silver, as silver tends to rise as inflation pushes up its value. So there you go. You can spend a lot of money going to get formal instruction, or you can do it yourself and save yourself a lot of money and just go at your own pace. Learn it using the natural method. My name's Harold Allman, and if you like this video, please click on that button below and subscribe to this channel. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.